Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. Cardinals, Mets. Let's do this shit. Sonny Gray. Let's get over to the Cardinals. Sonny Gray, 4-card pitcher. Wait, I screwed up. Let me go. Let's do this. Sonny Gray, 4-card pitcher. All right. Lars Nootbaar, 9-card. Brent Thomas Segezi, 2-card. Brendan Donovan, 6-card. Wilson Contreras, 3-card. Fucking train's coming. Alec Burleson, 4-card. Why is it so fucking loud? I'm 20 fucking floors up. Gordon Walker, 6-card, 2-card. Nolan Gorman, 2-card. Pedro Pagin, 3-card. Victor Scott's Jack. That ninth. It's a never-ending fucking train. I hate it so fucking much. Play home, 6-card. Indoor, 4-card. Soto, Jack. Alonso, Jack. Nemo, 6-card. Winker, 2-card. Cunha, 2-card. Beatty's a 6-card. Tyrone Taylor on the board. Hayden second. This keeps fucking going. I'm gonna blow up that fucking truck. Drugs. Fucking Miami Coke train. My dog is sitting on the door. I can't close the door. Never ending fucking train. I hate fucking trains. I'm going on a bullet train to Tokyo. Going to Japan. I guarantee their fucking trains aren't noisy. Uh, fucking Christ. Fuck me. Stop. Oh, and. Oh, I fucking hate this train. Keeps going. It just fascinates me how long a fucking train, how fucking long a train has to be. Lucky I love you, Bulldog. That'd be 20 fucking minutes. I hate that fucking train. I want that fucking conductor to fucking die. Anyway, Sonny Gray earned the win over Houston on Monday, allowing 3 hits and issuing 1 walk, while striking out 4 batters over 7 scoreless innings. Shit. Gray experienced very little pressure in the outing, as only 1 Astro batter reached base while he was in the game. The veteran right-hander was efficient, getting through his 7 frames, just 92 pitches, as he mostly pitched to contact, registering a modest 6 whiffs. Gray's off to a 3-0 start to begin the campaign. He's allowed 2 of fewer runs in 3 or 4 outings so far. He'll look to keep rolling his next time out, which is lined up to be a tough road matchup against the Mets this weekend. Doesn't lock him in, it just puts him on the list. Just puts him on the list. All right, Nuke Bar. Absent from the lineup in the tilt against the Mets. Go fuck yourself. Tommy Segese. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles in Saturday's loss to the Mets. Segese was responsible for 2 of the Cardinals' 3 hits Saturday, both of which resulted in doubles in the second and fifth innings. It was Segese's 4th multi-hit game of the year, 2 of which have come over his last 3 games. He started the year slashing .433, .419, .633 with 4 runs scored, 1 home run, and 5 RBIs across 31 plate appearances. All right, we like Segese. It's easy with Segese. Donovan. 2 for 4, the home run and 3 runs scored in Friday's loss to the Mets. Late in Friday's back and forth affair, Donovan launched a solo shot off the right field foul pole to tie the game at 4-4 in the ninth. Friday also extended Donovan's hitting streak to 14 games, during which the utility man is batting .463 with 2 homers, 6 doubles, 10 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. Among qualifiers, Donovan leads the National League with .380 batting average over 20 games on the Young campaign. God damn. That definitely puts Donovan over Segese. Wilson Contreras. Old news. You only want the good news, the new recon. Alec Burleson. Not in the lineup for Friday's game against the Mets. Jordan Walker. Isn't in the lineup for Saturday's game against who gives a shit. Nolan Gorman. Old news. Pedro Pages. Out of the lineup for Saturday's game against the Mets. Who gives a shit? Victor Scott. He's a Jack, so we got to read it. Not in the lineup for Tuesday's contest against the Astros. Scott's had been in a mini funk at the dish, going 3 for 17 with 6 strikeouts over his last 5 games. Michael Ciani's getting the start in center field and batting ninth. See, this is old shitty news. I mean, he's coming off a good game, 2 games set over there. The man steals bases and he's a fucking Jack. I'm going to have to stick his ass in. We'll see. But we're working with you. Clay Holmes. Picked up the win Monday against the Twins. Allowing 1 run on 2 hits and 2 walks in 5 innings. He struck out 8. Oh, goddamn. The hard-throwing right-hander got off to an impressive start Monday, punching out the side in the first inning. And it wasn't until the 5th frame where Holmes lost control a little bit. Christian Vasquez scratched Minnesota's only run of the game across a sacrifice fly, which came after a hit by a pitch, 2 free passes, and a pair of wild pitches. Holmes' transition to the starting role has yielded inconsistent results as he takes a 3.66 ERA, 147 whip, and 28 Ks through 19 innings into his next scheduled start at home against the Cardinals over the weekend. But he's rising. Look at that. 8.5 to 15.7 to 20. If you're going on a fucking stock chart, this fucker's going up. So Holmes is a lock. 6-card fucking pitcher. Yeah, he's a lock. Lock his ass in. Let's lock in Holmes across the board. We also like Gray, but again, they said it's a tough matchup. But still, he's priced higher than fucking Holmes. That could be a trick. Remember, this is a card game. We're playing a fucking card game. That Sonny Gray sitting up there at the top could be there to fool you. The Mets got a fucking potent goddamn lineup. However, a good pitcher can come in and shut him the fuck down. We've seen it. All right, so lock in Holmes. Francisco Lindor. 1 for 5 with a solo home run in Friday's win over the Cardinals. Lindor capped off a seesaw battle with a walk-off solo shot. The first walk-off homer of his Mets career. After getting off to an 0 for 11 start in March, the All-Star shortstop has hit safely in 14 of his first 15 games in the month of April. During this hot stretch, Lindor is slashing 308, 365 with 2 homers, 7 RBIs, 11 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. Well, son of a bitch. You know what we do when we hear that word. The hot stretch. We ride the hot stretch. La Rouge. You got the hot birds. All right, moving on. So we're going to bang these two out right here. We're going to flip these two cards into our decks. Juan Soto, old news. Juan's a jack, though. He cranked one out last night. He fucking did. No, he did not, but he hit, stole a base, still put up 15 points. Again, it's home run or home run equivalent, which makes Juan a dangerous motherfucker. And a lock. We love Juan fucking Soto. We might not be able to afford him in every lineup, but we sure as fucking locking him into as many as we can. Juan's a jack. Now again, we may have to sacrifice Juan for Sneaky Pete Alonso. We may not get all the cards we want. Right now, we're pretty much putting in the most expensive ones, which is a cliche a bit, which means again you have to negotiate. That's the fucking point of the stupid pain in the ass salary cap. Wish there was like a Game Genie cheat code like you have Nintendo. We'd still figure out a way to fucking lose. All right. Sneaky Pete. 2 for 4 to solo homer and an RBI double in Saturday's win over the Cardinals. Alonso drove in 2 of the Mets' 3 runs Saturday, finishing things up with a solo homer off John King in the 8th. Alonso has 10 multi-hit games this season, 4 of which have come over the last 6 games. His 1.220 OPS ranks first in the National League and second in the majors behind Aaron Judge. And Alonso is third in the NL in both batting average and RBIs. Guy's a fucking animal. Again, he's a lock. He's a lock. Maybe we afford him, maybe we can't. They call him Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete Alonso. You got me hot birds. All right. So Holmes, Soto, Lindor. Can we have it all? Holmes, Soto, Lindor, Alonso. Can you have it all? Can you have the whole super fucking stack? Nemo, old news. Holmes, Lindor. I mean, these fucking 4 cards is what everybody wants. Winker. Not in the starting lineup against the Cardinals. Fuck your mother. Bash, dash, dash, dash. Luis Angel Acuna. Not in the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Brett Beatty. 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, and a run scored in Friday's win over the Cardinals. After walking to lead off the 3rd inning and promptly stealing 2nd, Beatty later jump-started New York's 2-run 5th frame with a leadoff double and a sharp line drive to right field. The 2019 first-rounder is getting opportunities at second base while Jeff McNeil is on the injured list, and Beatty is starting to come alive at the plate following a 3-for-27 start. During his current 5-game hitting streak, he's batting .368 with 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, 3 runs scored, and 1 stolen base. Fucking San Martino's. Not bad, Brett Beatty. Won't you come home, Brett Beatty? Won't you come home? Tyrone Taylor. Not in the starting lineup. Good for you. And finally, who's this kid? Hayden Senga. Out of the lineup for Sunday's game against the Athletics. He's garbage. Let's see what we got. Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. All right. We've got a deficit of 6,300. Who's the cheapest we can get? This young rook, huh? Senga. He gives us quite the deficit here. So unfortunately, you can't even keep. You got to drop two guys, which sucks. All three of these guys are good. So this becomes literally about rank. Alonso outranks Soto, who outranks fucking Lindor. So you drop Lindor. Again, you go Beatty as cheap as possible. But you got to drop another 39, so it comes down to Alonso or Soto. You drop Soto. Oh, you got Victor Scott, who's also a Jack, so that's not bad. All right. Here again, we'll as cheap as we can with Mr. Senga. Actually, instead of Senga, fuck it, for the 200 bucks, just go right to Beatty. And we will drop again. We'll drop Lindor for Segezi. What is Segezi again? Yeah, Segezi dropped a couple of doubles. We liked him. All right, he's good. All right. 45. Let's go Beatty, who's a fucking 6. All right, again, we're going to have a deficit, which always sucks. We grab Beatty. We drop Lindor for Beatty. So that's a trade out. We just miss out on fucking Scott, but we can keep the Met fucking stacks going here. Unless you want to grab Segezi. We can stay Met stack. I mean, he sucks. This guy Winker sucks. Get Segezi. Get the guys whose cards you like. Sometimes it's just about the symmetry of having a full stack. Again, we just miss here again. So we got to trade Beatty for Lindor. Leaving us enough for Brandon Donovan. All right, he was impressive. All right. Just enough left. We can actually get this one for Segezi. 39 left. That's enough for Beatty. Bang. 15, so we'll have a deficit. We're going to need Beatty for Lindor. With enough left over for Victor Scott. Boosh. 1,800 again. We'll come into our stupid little. It's not a big deal. We just trade Beatty for Lindor. Giving us enough to keep a Met stack with another 6 card, Mr. Brandon Nemo. Full on Met stack. Fuck it. 3 grand. We'll go into the bullpen for this. Mike Cian, unless Azakar is still around. What do we got? Selected his contract from Syracuse on Thursday. Azakar will give the Mets another player capable of handling center field duties with Jose Siri on the 10-day DL. The 28-year-old Azakar is a career 243, 287 hitter over parts of 3 seasons. He'll come in for a pinch hit. We get the points. Again, we'll grab Beatty here. We'll have to trade out for Lindor, unfortunately. But what we could do is we're going to grab Victor Scott. Then, giving me just enough for. Unless we don't do that. Unless we take another Met. We'll take a cheap. Take Segezi for the Cardinals. Just keep this as a Met stack. Well, it doesn't work either. Because there's nobody impressive down here. You go Vic Scott because he's got the numbers, and you go Segezi. There you go. All right. This one is basically Beatty and Singer. But you can't do it So you're going to have to just take a Cardinals pinch hitter, which is fine. That's Mike Ciani, who comes off the bench. He sucks, but he's going to be a fill-in because we're hoping for a fucking full-on Met Dominator stack there. Essentially, we have to keep doing that for these next two. But we'll get Singer. Oh, god damn it. Just need to basically just put Ciani in here. If Ciani comes in, hits like a fucking pinch hit, or gets in as a pinch runner and steals a base or scores a run, 3 points. Doop. You know what we gotta do. Just keep pulling some Ciani out of our ass. This we will have a deficit, unfortunately. So we'll have to again pull Lindor for Victor Scott. Boom. Here we'll need a Cardinal, so we'll have to just basically just put in Ciani again. Mike Ciani can end up being the biggest fucking sleeper of all time if he comes into this game day. They always find their way in at some point. We'll have a deficit. So Beatty for Lindor. You know the drill. With a left over from his 9 card, Lars Nootbaar. Take a chance on it. 63 left over here. Perfect for Victor Scott. Again, once again, Victor Scott. Perfect fit. And finally, once again, Victor Scott. Do you even need to look? He's your fill-in card. Everybody can find their way out. Here's kids. May fate and faith decide your fortune, and if you should win, blow your money right here on the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter.